Joe Short gave me the keys. Jimmy Holden gave me the keys. If it wasn't for Stacy calling and offering $30 when I thought she said 13, I wouldn't be working. If it wasn't for Tony Burns and Tony's daughter being the first people I saw, then I don't know if I'd have made it much farther. If it wasn't for John and Jack Riley cracking jokes and showing me the ropes with Zach Clark, I'd have no reason to smile. If it wasn't for Mitch and Jeff down at the Woolsey making me feel like part of the team, I'd still be dealing with some low self-esteem. If it wasn't for Glenn, Gabby, and Will on that first day at the field house, I highly doubt these skills would be in my wheelhouse. If it wasn't for James Timms and James Taylor walking me through the convention center, I'd be the jester of the union. If it wasn't for Lester. But Joe Short gave me the keys. Jimmy Holden gave me the keys. What's up with me? If it wasn't for Paul Summers being a steward throughout all the summer shows and teaching me how to rib with Grizz, I wouldn't be shit. If it wasn't for Magman, the madman, teaching me how to tie a clothes, first time we really spoke, then by now I'd have choked. If it wasn't for Russ Jones and Tiffany showing me love, or Amanda and Pat having my back, I'd still be living in misery. If Heidegger hid it as kindness and Dylan wasn't willing to guide me along, then there's a good chance that by now I'd have died. Had Jordan never whipped my ass in those foot races. Good gracious, who's to say anyone would even remember our names? Kudos to Katie for putting up with me. I'll never forget working breakouts and wearing that old sombrero with her and Gabe. But Jimmy Holden gave me the keys, and Joe Short gave me the keys. Life's changed since I met Jason Lynch at the stadium. He said I need more guys like you up on my crew. 1 year later I was hunched over the lights with them, and though it hurt like a bitch, it was worth it. I must be doing something right. I bought Nick Clark a lunch just for feeding my hunger. Carmichael listened to like to me, waxing poetic about my mother. I've been frank with Ben Frank about being a newfound father, and I can't forget Dave Vodka and Donnie sipping his vodka. If it wasn't for all of the mics, Mike Monter, Mike Hawk, Mike Sinclair, then I wouldn't even be here. If Gavin never showed me a motor cable, don't know if I'd have been able to move upward, especially if it wasn't for Stuckert, Adam, Christian, and Luke, Daniel and Logan, too, some younger guys who worked their ass off. This shit was not a fluke. Then Jermaine and Drew and Jermaine, I gotta thank for showing how life could be with superhuman strength. I used to squirm when I got close to Worm. Now La Familia, Tim DeWine became a friend of mine, and so did Misha. Any days I get to ask Carson about how his daughter's doing, which is many days his smile could light up the whole room. Now Susanna I'm a fan of. Ramon helps it feel like home, making C-notes with my guys Nino and Elf. I never lose stamina. Chip and Greg were my first exposures to Playhouse Square, and I made it out of there with a brand new chip on my shoulder. Garrity took care of me. Scarborough pushed me hard when I thought my time was barred, as did Joey Newport and Stephanie. Ian Mercer didn't have to have faith in me, but he did. But to try and keep it brief, that man had a belief, and by extension, anyone else I didn't have room to mention. Know you have my respect when I think back and recollect. Joe Short gave me the keys. Jimmy Holden gave me the keys. They gave me the keys to success. '27. 27. Union, best job, union strong. Cleveland's best job I ever had. The best Cleveland's motherfucking stagehand.